You buy a Raptor R for one simple reason, and it's because it's the best performing and most capable super truck on the market. Or is it? Because ladies and gentlemen, this is Hennessey's take on what the ultimate super truck should really be. It's the Hennessey Velociraptor R 1000. And today, we're at the Hennessey Performance headquarters in Sealy, Texas to test out what this absolute monster is all about.
From the factory, Ford's F-150 Raptor R is already a monumental truck. Out the gate, it sports the 5.2-liter supercharged Predator V8 from the Shelby GT500, which produces 700 horsepower at 6,650 RPM and 640 pound-feet of torque at 4,250 RPM. That already is the most powerful engine ever to be put in a Raptor. For comparison, the regular Raptor's 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 makes 450 horsepower. But I guess for some people, that extra power isn't enough, and that's where Hennessey delivers. The Velociraptor R 1000 increases the power by roughly 40%. The result, just over 1,000 horsepower and 850 pound-feet of torque. To do this, Hennessey adds a new larger 3.8-liter Whipple supercharger system, replacing the factory 2.65-liter unit, pumping more air into the Predator V8, generating significantly higher boost. Hennessey also adds a high-flow air induction system and an upgraded heavy-duty supercharger belt to withstand the added strain. A 3-inch lift via a front and rear suspension leveling kit, 20-inch Hennessey wheels, custom front and rear bumpers, and an integrated LED off-road light on the front and rear are other major additions. You also have the ability to option the Velociraptor R 1000 with 6-piston front brakes to complete the package. All that leads to a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds, which sounds unthinkable for a truck just under 6,000 pounds or 2,700 kilograms. But then again, the stock time of 3.7 seconds was already astonishingly impressive. Just so you know, that's faster than many supercars. Yeah, quite the super truck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the Velociraptor R 1000, and first impressions, I literally just got out driving the Super Venom, the Hennessey H850 Super Venom Mustang Dark Horse. The size of this truck, I don't think the video can properly show the actual size of this truck. It is absolutely absurd. I'm 6'3", 6'2", and the thing's a couple feet taller than me. It's absolutely insane. First impressions from the seating position, I mean, it's super, super comfortable. You just feel like a boss driving this truck. You got these big paddle shifters. They're actually metallic, really nice feel to it. The steering wheel is huge. Not the biggest fan of it, but I mean, we're in Texas, everything's bigger in Texas, and it's a F-150 super truck, so can't really complain on that front. I know we got a couple different driving modes in this car, but before we get to that, I think one of the biggest things to mention, again, is the Hennessey magic in this car, right? You have all these different badges in here, like this Velociraptor R 1000 badge. The build quality of this truck out the gate is immense, but all these little touches and additions that Hennessey add just increases that feel overall. Now, spec-wise, I know we talked about it in the introduction section. This truck, 40% increase in power from Hennessey. Wild. From factory, the Raptor R actually comes with the Shelby GT500's Predator V8 in it. So it's already supercharged. It's got a 2.6-liter supercharger on it. What Hennessey does is they put a 3.8-liter supercharger on there, and it increases the power from around 700 and 640 pound-feet of torque to 1,000. It's over 1,000. It's absolutely ridiculous. Overall driving, I mean, the car is riding right. It's a super truck. It's meant to be able to bash around the dunes and all that sort of stuff. It's got a lot of lean to it when you throw it into the corners. Hennessey actually lifts the car by about 3 inches to make it a little bit taller and have that little bit more stance. But yeah, it's definitely not a car that's supposed to be cornering on the tarmac, I'll tell you that much. But the one interesting thing, and the thing that we got to test out here, is really the extra horsepower and extra shove you get from that 1,000 horsepower and that 40% boost. So we have a couple different drive modes on the Raptor R here. We got Baja mode, off-road, normal, There's got to be, there we go, there's a sport. That's really what I wanted to feel. You can put the steering into sport, you can put the suspension into sport as well. That'll probably stiffen things up. Already that grunt from that supercharged and the whine is crazy. Oh, listen to that. Guys, a truck should not be pulling like that. That is insane. Holy crap, the pickup for a truck that weighs more than 6,000 pounds is insane. And that whine you get from the supercharger is unbelievable. It's also really interesting. I can feel that the steering wheel is doing a ton of different things. So one unique feature that the Raptor R actually has is that it'll engage different dynamics on one side of the car's wheels to be able to help pull the car out of the corners. And you can actually quite literally feel that happening on the steering wheel. So it's actually harder to turn it and you can feel it pulling, but this is unbelievable. The way the car pulls. But overall, I mean, you're sitting so high in this truck, you just feel like a boss driving it, right? The steering wheel, you know, you're not gonna get, it's a truck, right? You're not gonna get the most insane sensations out of it, but to have a truck or you can just ride on these Texas freeways, be twice the size of everyone, and then have 1,000 horsepower to blow by them is monumental. It's insane. And I think, you know, you really buy this truck to stand out, right? Already the Raptor R is one of the most capable performance trucks out there, and this Hennessey package just, again, that's what they do. They dial things up to 11. They make fast cars faster. They've been doing it since they've always been around. All right, guys, this is a little bit of a smash and grab moment, but I actually just got off the podcast with Alex here, and he mentioned that we got to go off-roading in the Velociraptor R1000, so couldn't say no to that.
Of course, man. I know you drove this on the pavement. The Velociraptor 1000 is amazing in all aspects, but it's really crazy off-road. It's like the best truck money can buy, and just right out of the factory, it comes out with amazing suspension. And when you add in all the extra horsepower, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing that surprised me the most. 1,000 horsepower for a car or a truck that's over 6,000 pounds to be hauling ass like that it's quite impressive. But I also know there's a lot of different like driving modes, right? You have that two-wheel drive mode that you can engage, right? Yeah, I honestly don't know which one I like best. I don't like sport because it goes into four-wheel drive, and I don't like four-wheel drive off-road. So I actually go manually back to two-wheel drive. Okay. And then I will turn traction off. Yep. And I will hold also for advanced track off, just because I like to get a little sideways. And I think that's the most fun. So. Yep. Hell yeah. All right, let's do it. Oh, shit. Oh my God. That's pretty crazy. Ready? I'm ready. That's crazy because we're slipping and sliding at around 80 miles an hour. Holy crap. Look at the dust cloud. I know. Oh my goodness. Fascinating to hear how the engine is like whining. It was 100 off-road. It's pretty good. Yeah? Yeah. Gets the juices flowing. Yeah. The just floats. I mean, this is a stock suspension truck. We lift it up a little bit, level it out a little bit, but the shocks themselves are the factory shocks. That's unbelievable. It's unheard of. 10 years ago, this was impossible. This was like basically a trophy truck.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. What shocked me being the passenger, I'm not gonna lie, there were a couple of moments where I was like, oh. And number two is going from 100 miles an hour to them being able to stop.
Yeah.
Like that right there is what shocked me the most, actually, to have the ability to actually slow down and then turn and not hit the fence, right? Like,
best truck money can buy for sure, because then you can turn it back to normal mode. Everything's soft, comfortable, the steering changes, the exhaust changes, the pedal mapping changes. You know, it's easy. I can daily drive this truck.
yeah. Well, gotta say thank you so much to Alex for taking us out there. That is what the true Velociraptor 1000 is all about, and the Raptor R. So actually got that perspective to capture that, to be able to show you guys with it being driven properly. Is I have a whole new appreciation for trucks and what this car can do. So shout out to the boys at Hennessey, and yeah, thank you, Alex. All right, guys, we are now done driving the Raptor. I gotta reiterate the point as well. I feel like I can see everything on the horizon when I'm stepping on this stand here. But yeah, I mean, I think the real reason you buy this truck is, first off, Raptor R in itself is the super truck. It's the best of the best. And Hennessey just adds more flavor, adds more sauce to that. It makes it the upper echelon. That's what they do. They make fast cars faster. For a truck to be hauling like hell down that Hennessey test track is super, super impressive. And then, you know, I love the way it looks. And it's got so much road presence. It's unbelievable. So that's the big thing. That's the big key takeaways for me, right? You're getting a fun truck that you can dune buggy here in the Texas plains. You're getting a truck that people are gonna look at and just drop their jaws because it's got so much presence, and then it sounds absolutely killer. You got that increased supercharger that Hennessey puts on. The whine is tremendous, it's awesome, and you got a big gas guzzling V8. Shout out to the boys at Hennessey. I can't thank them enough again for this opportunity to review their Velociraptor R. What a machine. They do some amazing stuff. Without further ado, I'll be back next time with even better car content. See you guys later.